Dallas Cowboys. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on first. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And right away, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Niners take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he finally goes out of bounds, so he couldn't take it a distance, but all the way inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
First down, Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown, Cowboys. Noah Brown, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now Lance on the bootleg. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk on the move past the 40. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. Here's Lance to throw it. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle with a touchdown grab from Trey Lance. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. To throw again on second down. Prescott. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Prescott now from the 50. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. Stiff-armed him. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. These two teams all tied after one. To the air again, Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Now play fake. Lance.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Micah Parsons. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
On play action, Lance. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try and run right on the option.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose.
And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Second down at 4.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Marr able to put this one through, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Niners will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Gold with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me 4. It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. Prescott now. And looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Off of play action, here's Lance. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the option, here's McCaffrey, finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And a nice call and really good execution there, because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown 49ers.
George Kittle with a touchdown grab from Trey Lance. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3.
And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small magical spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
Now, I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
So, Red,